Hi guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of NERD20. I will be using this channel to review different tabletop gaming products, just things that interest me, and I'm going to kind of document this as, my journey. I am just getting into tabletop gaming. I've played a lot of TCGs for a long time, Magic especially, so things like dice and whatnot have always been something I've really loved. But I wanted to bring something special for the first episode, and this is a new release set of dice from CHESSEX. This is the 7-piece polyhedral set. It's called Luminary Sky, and what makes this one special is it glows in the dark. Now, I know glow-in-the-dark dice are not new or terribly special in and of themselves, but this one really caught my attention. I was just surfing the internet looking for a new set of dice just because, and I came across this one, went down to my local game store, and immediately bought a set. I also got one of the bricks of D6s. I think it's like 36 pieces of the small D6s as well. But the thing that makes these really cool is how they glow. So up close, if my camera will focus here, it is designed, I guess, to look like a sky with wispy little clouds. Now, a lot of glow-in-the-dark dice will either just have that kind of standard green glow, or a lot of the CHESSEX ones, the ghostly glow, I think they call it. It's almost not really noticeable. You definitely can't always read the numbers when they're glowing if you have them in the dark. These are very different from that. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to grab my flashlight here real quick, and I'm going to show you what these actually look like when they glow. Got my trusty little O-light here. I'm going to go ahead and juice this up for a minute. And I'm going to cover it so you can't see it just yet because I have to turn off my light. And then you have this. So it has little speckles in it that are supposed to look like stars at night. Now, I will say that, here, let me see if I can juice this up a little bit more. While this is going, I will say that on camera, this thing seems to show a much more kind of uniform glow, whereas in person, it has a faint glow, but the little star flecks or whatever they're supposed to be glow really intensely. So all those little speckles in there that you can see are glowing really bright, whereas the rest of it is just kind of a faint glow. It's pretty cool. So if I were to just hit the whole set here real quick. You've got something like this. So the glow effect is really cool, and that's what caught my attention the first time. Get some light back on in here. Other than that, they're fairly standard, like most CHESSEX dice. I don't see any sort of problems with them. Got my little dice tray here. They roll nice, and they seem to be pretty random. One thing, okay, and I will talk about this here real quick. Let me get these out of the way. So my local game store that I always shop at, it's called Action Comics here in Las Vegas. It's a great store. Check it out if you're in the area. They have multiple drawers by their cash register where you can buy singles. And I know a lot of dice shops have, or gaming shops have that. But I had noticed when I went to buy these that when I opened that drawer, they had a couple D20s from this set in there loose. So I was like, I really like these. I'm going to buy a couple extras. I noticed that these have a tendency to roll really poorly consistently. Now, I know that's something that has to be repeated many times. I sat down and I did 100 rolls and kind of documented everything. I don't have the paper in front of me. But I got a lot of ones consistently and a lot of really low rolls. So I'm wondering if these might not be completely balanced. Of course, I'm going to roll these for you, and you're probably going to have like 20. Yeah, of course, they roll high now. Whatever. It's just something I noticed. But I really like this set in terms of how they look. I plan on using these a lot. So if you guys like CHESSEX dice, I mean, they're pretty much the biggest brand out there. Check out their new stuff for 2019 because they have a lot of really nice dice, and these just blew my mind when I first saw them. So go check them out, buy a set. They're no more expensive than any of the others. I got the polyhedral set, I believe, excuse me, for, it was either $9.99 or $11.99. And then the brick of D6s, I think, was like $13. So I will be using these a lot, especially for the new Pathfinder game that I'm getting ready to run. And I'm a big fan. So give you one last close look. The numbering seems pretty consistent. There's a little chip in the 20. And I believe in one of the others, if I recall correctly, it was the number 15. Come on, camera, zoom in here. There we go. Yeah, a big old chunk of paint was missing. And I know that can happen, and I'll just fill that in with a silver paint pen. But that's unusual to me for CHESSEX dice to have such noticeable damage to the numbering. But who knows? I mean, that might be why they were in the discount bin. But I appreciate you guys checking out my first video. Sorry if I kind of ummed and stuttered through it. This is not something I'm used to doing, but I will be bringing reviews on dice sets pretty consistently because I have a lot to review and a lot that I want to review when I get a hold of them. Leave a comment. Let me know if you liked it, what you didn't like, if there's anything you'd like to see, and I will check it out. Have a great day, guys.